afternoon, everyone. Happy Thursday. My window's down a little bit because 103. It said 105 is so better go. Yeah, it is hot. It is hot today. My steering wheel's hot. I didn't have my sun visor on, or I mean my, what do you call those things? Those windshield protectors. My Five Below. I'm just gonna start calling it my Five Below. I didn't put it on because I was going to go somewhere this morning, and then I decided not to. I ended up making breakfast instead, and then I started cleaning. I swept and I mopped and I did the bathroom so far. Now I just gotta dust. That'll be done tomorrow. I rather do it in twos, in 2 days, because yeah, it's a lot for me sometimes. I haven't even done my son's room yet because he's in there. When he's in there, I cannot sweep in there the way I want and mop. But that's all I have left today. It's just his room. But it is hot. It's boiling hot. So far that's how my Thursdays have been. I started watching this movie, and in fact that's what made me start cleaning, because it was just so cheesy. I keep running into that work van everywhere I go. It was, what is it called? Clown of the Cornfield. And it's your typical, I don't know how many times they can make movies like this, where it's just a bunch of teenagers, and you got the new girl at school, and you got the hot guy that likes her, and then you got the other girl that's really pretty, and she gets jealous over the new girl because she's like, oh, the new girl, he likes the new girl now, he doesn't like me anymore, or the new girl's hotter than I am, so I'm gonna hate on her, type of thing, and then they go like, I guess they got together and decided to make like a little campfire near a cornfield, and that's where the killer clown comes out, and it went from this clown killing people with like a machete or a pipe, whatever he could find, right? It went from there to a chainsaw. And then that's all I heard was a chainsaw and a lot of screaming. And I'm like, all of this sounds like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I thought I was watching Clown in the Cornfield. Ma'am, you are speeding, and this is a school zone. And don't give me that look either. Like, how dare I look at you the way I did. So, I don't know why is it on already? Like, there's no line or anything. Don't the kids get out at 3? It's already 3:30. I don't know what's going on. I don't have any small children. I have no idea. But anyhow, yeah, and I was just like, ugh. I was on the phone, scrolling through my phone, and then finally I was just like, you know what? I'm going to start cleaning. I need to clean. I'm going to start cleaning, because otherwise I'll be stuck doing it either on Saturday or Sunday. And even though I'm not working, during the week, I would rather just get it out of the way and then just relax on Saturday and Sunday. Some me time, even though my son's working this weekend, well, except for Sunday, but some me time. And then you all are not gonna like me very much, but there's a new Amanda Knox on Hulu. Can we please go? The light is green. Do I need to honk at you? Thank you. Every day. Don't I say this? Every day. They like to test me out here. I saw the first 2 episodes. Listen, first and foremost, yes, I am watching it because I want to see what they do, right? What they say or whatever. But once again, I'm not paying a lot of attention to it. I'm scrolling through my phone. I'm listening to pieces here and there that I've already heard before. There's nothing new about it. It's not like there's new information or anything. And let me just say that, oh, what happened here? Oh, they're closed? They're improving? Wow. They're improving this Whataburger. Now, oh man, now I gotta go to the one all the way on 23rd. That sucks. If I would have known that, I would have gone there in the first place. Okay, well, more time in the car, huh? Okay, so first and foremost, I don't care where they film this new or another Amanda Knox movie. I don't care that she's behind it all, you know, coming up with another version of herself. And I don't care what actress they hire to play her. It doesn't change what happened, Amanda. It doesn't change what happened, and it doesn't change what you did the first time. First impressions matter. And your first impressions were not very good. They made you look very, very guilty. You know what? I don't even know for sure what year this happened, but a decade later, let's just say it's a decade later, it's not going to change that. It's not. Some people, in her age group, mind you, in her generation, they're like, well, she needs to prove her innocence, and she needs to prove that she was framed in case it ever happens to anybody else. Baloney. Baloney. Because this girl was not framed. Nobody told her what to say. She did it all on her own. It's on her. If she went to jail for it, it is on her. It's not anybody else. And furthermore, where is Rafael Solicito? Well, however you say it. I like the last name, by the way. But where is he at? You know, I saw that they still follow each other on Instagram. But where are you at, Rafael? How come you're not standing up for Amanda? How come you never did? Why didn't you ever, do something and be like, no, Amanda's innocent. I was with her. I know what they put her through. I was there the whole time, and this is what they put me through. Why is only Amanda trying to prove her innocence? Why is it only Amanda? What about him? He was accused as well. He went to prison for a while as well. How come we don't have a movie from his POV, you know? And furthermore, if Amanda really wants... I'm going to turn left because it's a lot faster this way instead of going the other way. If Amanda really wants to prove that she was set up and as innocent as can be, whatever, why isn't she advocating for Meredith's death? Why isn't she standing up for Meredith? So far, all we know of Meredith is she's an exchange student that got murdered. That's it. We don't know any more of Meredith. Well, Moon, her family is very private. Yeah, from what I read from a comment, her family is gone. Her parents are gone. But don't you think Amanda should be trying to find the actual killer? If she's not the killer, why isn't she trying to find the actual killer? Why doesn't she do Amanda Knox Investigates? Hi, I'm Amanda Knox. I knew Meredith Kushner. I was in a relationship with Rafael Solicito. We were in Italy. I was staying in a flat. For years, I had to be in prison because I was accused of killing Meredith, my friend. But now I'm here to go deeper into this investigation. What the law did not do in Italy, I will do. And I will prove to you that it wasn't me that killed Meredith. With your help, I'm going to find the actual killer, so that my friend Meredith Kushner can rest in peace. What's so hard about that, Amanda? What's hard about doing that? I'm not even your PR. You can cash out me though. Well, I'm kidding. I'll give you the rest of the information if you send me a message. But anyway, like, why isn't she out there looking for the... all these years that have gone by, instead of doing these movies that Amanda Knox is profiting on, why isn't she out there looking for the actual killer? She is getting money off the death of an innocent girl who was her friend. So she painted that picture. What about the other roommates in that flat? Why aren't they stepping forward? Why aren't they coming out with their stories? Why hasn't somebody produced a new documentary on all of this? Like, why? Getting their point of views, also their opinions of what happened that night, where they were at, how they feel about the murder. You know, why isn't that happening? Why are we only hearing one person? The one person that got convicted and spent time in prison. Why are we just hearing from her over and over and over? Why are we hearing her stories? Why are we remaking these documentaries and stories for her to only get her side? We already know her side didn't get her very far. So where are they trying to turn? These people are right in front of me trying to block me from going into Whataburger. Where are you turning? Well, at least he backed up. And you know what? I can't see. You know what? I turned into the Dairy Queen instead of Burger King. Because I'm too busy complaining. Very good. Very good, Moon. Very good. Yeah, go ahead and get in front of me, elderly lady with your ice cream cone. Go ahead. These people here, they have no self-awareness, I think. I have a little bit, but they have none. Okay, you guys. Oh, there's a line. Of course there is. I'm gonna pause for a bit while I order. Okay, well, this Whataburger is a little bit smaller. As you can see, it's a little tight here. But here's the menu. My son just wanted that Wrangler burger by itself. I got a jalapeno burger. I've been wanting a jalapeno burger, but I got a double. Oh yeah, I sure did. I am hungry. Your girl is hungry. Forward. That's good news. So yeah, that's my opinion about that. Like, enough of this baloney, you know? And I know that that's exactly what they want to do. Amanda and her PR team and her legal team and everything. I know that's what they want to do. They want to, like, just throw whatever they can at the wall to see what sticks. That way more people can start getting on her side and start defending her. No way. Hell no. Hell hell no. If you do, I know everybody's entitled to their opinion, but it's a little too late for that already. It's a lot too late. How, let me tell you something. Let's say, okay, I'm married, and I started to see someone else, a female, okay, another female, just go with it, and she started to like become very flirty with my husband. I don't like that, but yet she was still my lover, right? And one day she's at my house and I wasn't there. We made plans to meet up there, or rather her apartment. Let's put it in her apartment. My lover is at her apartment and I have plans to meet up with her there. But however, in my version of the story, I get there, the door was broken open. It was wide open, and I was looking for her everywhere, didn't find her, so I left and I closed the door on the way out. Then I came back and I decided to take a shower because I was like, yeah, I need a shower. Like, I just feel yucky and we're about to like get jiggy, right? So I want to shower. And I see blood on the rug, the shower rug, and a little bit on the sink, and I'm thinking, oh no, she's on her period. Okay, that's fine, you know. We just won't do nothing then. We won't be resting around. So I'm still looking for her, can't find her. And then I call one of her friends over and I said, hey, I can't find my lover. Can you help me look for her? And my friend finds her in her bedroom, dead. Now, I go and tell the police, oh, no, this is what happened. And, oh, I don't remember that. I don't remember if anybody else went over. I just remember that, you know, there was pee in the toilet, and then when I went back, somebody flushed it, so I figured it was her, or maybe somebody else broke in, or maybe it was a killer. Yeah, maybe it was the killer that did it. I don't know. I don't remember. Please stop stressing me out. Please stop pressuring me, you know. That's what you hear from me on my first interrogation. Here we are 10, 20 years later, and I'm like, I'm going to prove my innocence. What happened was I was framed. They had me in that interrogation room for several hours. It must have been like 12, 14 hours with no food and no water. They forced me to say everything that I said. Are you guys gonna believe me? Are you guys gonna be like, Moon is innocent, she's innocent? Really? And not only that, guys, let's concentrate on the details. The day that my lover was murdered, I turned off my phone. Why? Oh, because I didn't have to go to work that day. And I didn't want them to call me back or anything like that, so I turned my phone off. Why would you have to turn it completely off? Why not put it on silent? Or vibrate, for all that matter. Why would you have to turn it completely off? See, that's where you missed the mark, Amanda. That's where you missed the mark. Well, one of them. But there's more detail to that, guys. There's more detail to this case. I believe they also went to purchase some bleach, some cleaning supplies. All of these murderers purchase this stuff, and they still want to cover it up and be like, oh, we're just really clean people. That's all. But we didn't do it. I need to pause again. Hold on, y'all. And I'm back. Yeah, so like I was saying, there's more detail to the case, and I'm not going to get into all of it because, for one, I would have to print it out so I can go step by step. And I'm not a true crime channel. I have my opinions. That's all. But yeah, like, this girl is something else, you all. Like, I don't know. Like I said, you all are entitled to your opinions about that particular case, but I commented on somebody else's who was really defending her. Like, she wanted to get her side of the story out once and for all. And I'm like, sir, she's already done that many, many times already. Like, how many more times, how many more years of it do we have? Isn't she free already? And it's not a good look for her to be following her ex-boyfriend. He's already married, I think. I think he got married. Rafael got married. He's living his life. He don't give a crap, you know? Like, but this girl is still, like, they're still following each other. So maybe there's still something there. I don't know. Or maybe he just wants to make sure she doesn't come out with the truth. And that's exactly what I said to that commentator, to his comment. I said, if she really wants to prove her innocence, how about she starts with the truth? Why doesn't she start with the truth? Once and for all. That's her only redemption there. And then I proceeded to tell him on how, you know, there's so many cases where there were a lot of people involved in college students involved, or students that were on their way to college, where a friend ends up deceased, you know, and nobody knows anything. Nobody knows anything. We don't know. We don't remember. And everything they had was erased. But yet, we're supposed to believe this chick so many years later. You know that, oh, you know, I need to prove to you all that it wasn't me. I was framed. Even thought about when I was watching it, I'm like, has anybody else gone back there? Is that flat still in existence? Can somebody go back there and do like a walkthrough and be like, this is where Amanda's room was, this is Meredith's room, I need to speed up y'all because this truck's gonna want to pass me. No, they were already getting in my way back there. You know, and then show like where the footprint was, even though there's crime scenes about that already, you know, there's pictures, I get it, but just a different point of view from somebody that's going in there with fresh eyes that can see all this. And before I get home, also with Kiely Rodni, let me take a little sip first before I say anything. We need some fresh eyes on that case. I know we've already heard it all. We've heard it over and over again. But I feel that an actual investigator that has years of experience, not someone that just got their certificate, but someone that is like, he did it for 20, 25 years, 30 years. If they could just look over everything and give their opinion about the Kiely Rodni case, and maybe even be able to reopen that case, because it's not a done deal. I know some of you want it to be a done deal. Some of you are sick to death about it already. you're sick of hearing that name, Kiely, Rodni. Too bad. Too bad is all I can say. If you don't want to hear it, hey, go to another channel. You don't have to listen. You're not obligated to. But yes, that case needs to be reopened. It's not cut and dry as, oh, she was drunk and she drowned. No. No. The autopsy does not back that up. So anyway, guys, I'm back. I need to take my son to work. And as usual, thank you for listening. And lots of loves, hugs, and prayers. Bye.